Hey guys, so I feel like I haven't had a good mental breakdown on YouTube in a while. I feel like I'm in the midst of one or something, I don't know. Hold on, let me grab my water. This is gonna be a very cathartic, just releasing all of my emotions and feelings type of video. And it's also gonna be a story time about something that happened this past weekend that has just really scarred me. Hold on, I'm gonna grab water. I don't know about this lighting, it's a little weird. I feel like it makes me look yellow, but whatever, just deal with it for now. A few days ago, I was walking my dog outside of my apartment complex, and I went to the dog park with him. And upon exiting the dog park, I saw a dog near like the sidewalk where I had to go back to my building. So I just figured that regardless of the breed, I'm one of those people that like, I look at a dog and I try not to discriminate that dog based on which breed they are. Like I don't do that with pit bulls. I've met so many nice pit bulls. I don't do that with any breed, no matter what kind of like stigma they have, because I like to assume that I live in a very nice complex, so I would hope that, you know, they screen the people that are living here and the dogs that live here, and they would make sure that the dog isn't aggressive. And I don't know, I guess I just have way too much faith in people when maybe I shouldn't. So I'm walking Frank, and the dog that we are somewhat approaching, which is like right near where the entrance to the sidewalk is a Mastiff. I'm not sure which kind it was. I don't know if it was like a Bull Mastiff or a Sicilian or whatever, or a Tibetan. It was a Mastiff. It's a huge dog. I know it was a Mastiff. I know like how Mastiffs look. They kind of look like a giant version of my dog. And the dog seemed fine. It was sitting and it was looking over at Frank, and Frank and I passed by the dog, and I'm like approaching the sidewalk / the dog, and I asked the owner just real quick, like, oh, is he okay with small dogs? And she said, yeah, he's friendly with dogs. He just like doesn't really know his size sometimes. I'm like, oh, that's fine. Frank has never, ever had an issue, no aggression, nothing. He's 3 years old, loves everybody, everything, every dog. And so as I get closer to the Mastiff, the woman, she has him on a leash, and the Mastiff, it just happened very slow motion, leaps forward, and the woman kind of loses her grip on the leash, and he pushes her forward too, and the dog lunges at my dog, grabs him by the neck, shoulder area, swings him, and starts to viciously shake him back and forth. Like my dog literally looked like a rag doll in the mouth of this giant dog, and I wanted to scream no, but the words couldn't even come out of my mouth because I've never been more terrified in my life. And I immediately just went into action mode, and I like threw my body down on the ground to like grab my dog and protect him and to just get him away from this dog. But the dog was just moving so fast as it was, you know, shaking Frank around, that I couldn't really grab onto my dog. And the owner and the owner's friend or boyfriend was also trying to like pull the dog back and was screaming at the dog. They were not getting like physically involved like I was. I was down on the pavement, and eventually I don't know what the owners did, whether they had just like tugged really hard on the dog's collar or like yelled at him. The dog finally let go of Frank, but Frank was screaming, like not screaming, but like crying, like yowling when it was happening. He was obviously in pain. And as soon as it happened, I just thought to myself, oh my God, this is gonna be such a bad injury. Like is Frank gonna survive this? And so when I finally got a hold of Frank, I put him under my body and I covered him with my body, and I just laid there for a moment, and the owners are like super apologetic, like, oh my God, we're so sorry. And I'm just laying there like not even responding, because I'm just like going to go and check if my dog is okay, if he's alive. And thank God there was not a single scratch on my dog, not like anything, no blood, nothing. I inspected him when I brought him back inside, and nothing at all. And I was just in so much shock that I didn't even notice that I had injured myself. So when I got back inside, I finally like started calming down, and I looked down and my pants had a hole in them and I was bleeding everywhere, and there was blood like running down my knees, and you know, I had bruises everywhere. I'll show you guys pictures of the bruises and the scrapes and everything. But for me, that's really scary because I have a blood disorder. I have low platelets. I can bleed out. Blood loss can be a serious issue for me. Like, and also there's the risk of infection. So it was very, very scary. Frank didn't even seem phased, to be honest. He just got home and was like, oh, give me a treat, mom. Like, acting like nothing happened. I don't understand my dog. Like, he must have like the ego of a 300-pound dog, because he just maybe thought that was normal. I don't know. It was terrifying. I didn't know what to do. I called up a couple people and I asked them for advice, and people said that I should call the police. Some people said I should sue. Other people said just to call the complex that I live in and report the issue. And as bad as I feel, like, I don't want to be the reason why somebody loses their dog. Like, I know how much our dogs mean to us, regardless of size or how potentially scary they can be. So I called the complex and I reported it, but I reported it in a way where like I didn't make it seem like terrible. I didn't exaggerate. I just said, I just want to let you guys know, but just in case like another situation arises, then perhaps this, you know, dog has an issue, not just with my dog, but with like other dogs in general, and can be a danger in this community. So I felt bad about that. And it was a traumatizing experience, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. Honestly, just like replays in my head, and I just keep thinking how like really bad it could have been, how much worse it could have ended. Like, I can't even imagine my dog dying. Like, I would lose my shit, like more so than I've already lost my shit. So, you know, it started off with that, and just this weekend's been really shitty for me. I've just been like struggling mentally so much lately. Just like struggling with what's gonna happen. I have my 6-month follow-up. I don't want to cry. I have my 6-month follow-up. It's been 6 months since my treatment. And I've been doing okay. I've been going out and I've been like hanging out and having fun and drinking here and there. But at the same time, like taking really good care of myself. Going to the gym, trying to eat healthy. I'm just nervous. I hate that feeling of just not being sure what's gonna happen in my life. I'm just sad, you know? I've just been sad a lot lately, just hating myself, hating that I can't be normal, that I can't be my best self. Because I feel like the weakest, saddest version of myself that I used to not be. Not so long ago, I was okay. And I like want to love myself. But I just can't lately. Every time I look at myself, I just think like, you're gross, you're gross. Hopefully tomorrow is a better day. I think it will be. It's just a shitty day. I'm having like seasonal depression too, because like this weather is just fucking terrible and it's just making me miserable on top of everything. So I think I'm gonna be okay. But just know that sometimes it's okay to not be okay. And right now I'm not okay.